Hello, 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 and welcome to the Restore Her podcast, where we're talking about healing, enlightenment, and renewal. And I am your host, Cheryl Lacey Donovan, and we are excited that you have decided to join us here today. We are leading up to our Restore Her Summit that's happening June 7th through 13th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have got an awesome alignment of presenters and speakers that are going to talk about the different pillars, the 7 pillars that the Restore Her movement is all about. Restore her identity, restore her health, restore her wealth, restore her relationships, restore her emotions, restore her purpose and her passion, and restore her spirit. And in that very vein, I have with me none other than, I call her Sister Mama Sonya. And I'm going to tell y'all, it took me a minute. I didn't know what her last name was, but I know now her last name is Robert. But we've always
Well, it's Lucas Roberts. It's Lucas hyphen Roberts. But I don't use that. It's Sister. I say Sister Mama's my first name and Sonya's my last name. Okay?
There we go. That's all I've ever known all my life. And I love her so much. She is such, she has such wisdom. And if you haven't heard a story told until Sister Mama Sonya tells a story. I'm just saying. Sister Mama Sonya, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, let me say that the admiration is, as we like to say, black at you, because you are an awesome, you're a friend of my sister, Laurenita, and I just know she's smiling, knowing that we're talking. She's looking down, smiling.
Absolutely. She was awesome. So listen, before we get started, I want to give you an opportunity to tell the listeners a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Okay. Well, I am Sister Mama Sonya. I am an edutainer. I educate through entertainment. Laurenita, my sister who's made a transition, and my other sister, Bronwyn, we started a group called Three Sisters in the Spirit Theater Ministry, where we harvest hope, healing, and harmony through theater. And what we like to do is use that vehicle to edutain people on a plethora of topics. You name it, we've done plays all over. I've been blessed to do storytelling all over the United States, in Bermuda and the Bahamas, and in Ghana, West Africa. I believe that my truism for life is today is a good day. There's nothing we can't handle as long as we have God's tender grace and mercy. I am a native Houstonian. I went to the best school in Houston. There's no school that comes close to it, and that is the mighty Jack Yates Senior High School. They cut me and I bleed crimson and gold. From there I went to U of H, and then I went to UT Law School. I just love, though. I mean, I'm a native Third Wardian, and I'm an African queen, and I'm proud of it. I think what is so important is that we instill the pride of who we are in our children, particularly in this crazy time right now. Our kids need to know who we are. Some proud people. If we made it through the Middle Passage. We made it through lynching. We made it through Jim Crow. We made it through sitting on the back of the bus. We made it through all of that. We gonna make it through this here. There are 2 viruses that are going on right now. 2 viruses that are killing our people: COVID-19 and racism. And until we talk about both of them and educate our children about what's going on, it's going to continue to happen. So that's what I do through my edutainment, to educate on stuff like that. I've been married for 36 years. I have to think he remembers better than I do. 36 years to my soulmate, Craig, and we have a daughter, Shanice.
Sister Mama Sonya, listen, let me tell you something. I'm so glad that you're here to talk to us today about Restore Her Health. I know that that's the topic that you'll be talking about at the summit. And, I initially, before the things that happened just a couple of days ago, I was going to focus a little bit on the pandemic, and we'll talk about that. But I think right now for us and our people, one of the public health threats for us, unfortunately, is people in blue.
That's right, racism, the blue. That is our biggest health threat right now. Because when you can't walk down the street, you can't sit on your couch, You can't go to the store. You can't, you name it. And now you can't do your job, because they tried to, they did it and tried to arrest the CNN reporter last night for doing this job. What is it that we can't do that doesn't put our health in jeopardy? Name me one thing, and you can't.
Yeah, and you can't even go bird watching.
No, I can't go bird watching without Barbecue Becky trying to call in on us.
Yeah, and I don't, it's so difficult. And I think about what you said earlier about talking to our children. I really believe that many of our children, Laura Nita and I may have been in that last little group that still had some connection to the struggle. I think that there was a group of our children that really thought that this no longer existed, that it had played itself out, and I think they really thought that they had assimilated. But I believe now that they're seeing something different.
Oh, yeah, completely different. They're feeling something, they're hearing something. It's like all of this, this may be a digression, but last night, I'm sorry, we didn't start the fire at the police station. I'm just saying. I think that was all by somebody that don't even look like us, of a different hue. But all of this stuff, until we really talk about it, and it's just let our children know that they're loved. And I don't have sons, but what's her name? Laura Coates, who's on the Urban Radio series. Laura said when Gregory Floyd, when he yelled out, "Mama," that hurt me. I think out of all that thing, she said, when he called out "Mama," he was calling out me and every black woman in this country who either had a child or who nurtured a child. He was calling to all of us.
Yes.
That was when he called me that. That's what hurt. And I think we need to educate our children so they'll know. No, this is not. We all just don't live a nice, little, beautiful world where everybody loves each other. We are the world. All that. No, racism exists. It's that virus that's killing us. And one thing with COVID-19, they're working on an antidote for that. They ain't working on no antidote for racism.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that is so very true. And like I said, I just, it pains me that it has to be so in our face right now, because I think there was a period of time where, and I don't know, it's such a catch-22. I don't know if I would rather them be quiet and harbor it quietly and not see it, or if it's better for it to be out there so I know who I'm actually.
Take the covers off.
Yeah.
Take the covers off. Yes. Yeah. I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know who you are. I want to know Barbecue Becky before you open up your mouth. And I call it because that's what Roland Martin calls after when all these white women call in on us black folks, particularly black men. The first one was because they were barbecuing. So I call them all Barbecue Becky. So we need to know Barbecue Becky when we see her.
Okay, what if you could tell me or identify something that our men have done, and I don't think it's just our men. Sandra Bland was a part of that. That's right. Whole, so what is it that we have done? I hear them often say that they're afraid of us, but I don't even think it's that. I don't think they're afraid of us per se. I think it's more that they're afraid of losing what they perceive to be power. They're afraid of losing their status. And because, when you think about somebody being afraid, I'm afraid of snakes. I'm not going to run up to the snake and try to kill it if I can keep from it. If I can run from it, I'm running from it first. So that's when I think about somebody being afraid of me or afraid of something, I see them running away. But these people are not running away. Yeah. They're confrontational. It's like they're using their privilege, and they feel like, okay.
Right privilege. Right privilege. Well, you know what I think that they are afraid of? They are afraid of our worth. They are afraid of our beauty. They are afraid of our strength. Because they can sit there and say, now, we've done A through Z to them, back from Z to A to them, and they are still standing strong. What is it that they have that keeps them standing strong? That's what they're scared of, our strength, our power, and our wisdom.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And they don't know what to do with that. They have created this false sense of authority and this false sense of power for themselves, and they know that theirs is false. They recognize that ours is the real deal. So, I restore her health. That wasn't necessarily what I was going to even focus on, but I just had to.
Oh, we can roll. I love to talk to you. We can talk forever. Let me say, wait a minute, didn't they start 12 hours ago?
I just have to keep that out there because I just feel like right now, after everything that's happened, that's one of our public health issues.
Oh, yeah, this is it, restore her health. Yeah. That is exactly what we're talking about. Health, our health. What I came up with, my topic, I looked at, I just love India.Arie. And she has a song called Beautiful Flower. And I'm going to just read some of the lyrics. This is a song for every girl who's ever been through something. She thought she could make it through. Yeah, I sing these words because I was that girl too, wanting something better than this. But who do I turn to? Now we're moving to the darkness and to the light. There's a defining moment in our lives. Because you're beautiful like a flower, more valuable than diamond. You're powerful like a fire. You heal the world with your mind, and there's nothing in the world you cannot do. When you believe in you, who are beautiful, you. Who are brilliant, you. Who are powerful, you. Who are resilient. This is a song for every girl who feels that she's not special because she don't look like a supermodel Coke bottle. The next time the radio tells you to shake your money maker, shake your head and tell them you're a leader. Now you're moving from the darkness into the light. This is a defining moment in our lives because you're beautiful. Like a flower, more valuable than a diamond, you are powerful. Yes, you are beautiful. You're brilliant. You're powerful. You're resilient. You're beautiful. You're powerful. You're resilient. Again, beautiful, power, resilient. This is a song for you. Yeah, you. This song is for you. You are brilliant. If we are going to ever restore our health as African-American queens, we have to first find that beautiful flower inside of us. What I'm going to talk about is how to identify that flower. Now, when it comes to flowers, I love them. I love them. But I don't have a green thumb. I got a chartreuse thumb. Anybody who's killed a cactus and an ivy, the two easiest plants together, I've killed both of them. But I love to look at flowers. And all flowers are different. And some people like me, my favorite flower in the whole wide world is a yellow rose and a bird of paradise. I can just live with those forever. But people like different flowers. Now, what restore her health? I want you to find that flower that is located inside of you and make it grow. Like that song says, you're beautiful, you're valuable. If I know that I am valuable, if I know that I'm that beautiful, I'm going to take care of this body. See, God only gave you one thing you can take care of. That's from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. My temple is what I have 100% dominion over. And once I realize that, then if I'm going to restore myself back to health, then I got to take care of it. I am a diabetic. And, let me tell you. Okay, I got to make a confession. I have a cocktail every day. I can't live without my cocktail. You know what it is? Cholesterol, diabetes, and high blood pressure medicine. Wow. Black women live on that cocktail. And my goal is to go to a Cocktail Anonymous and get off of it. Because of things, some is hereditary, but people say, I'm gonna get sugar because my mama had it, or I'm gonna get high blood because my dad had it. No, it is not inevitable. If we're going to restore ourselves to health, so number one, we're looking at our physical health. We got to restore ourselves. But number two is our mental health. We don't talk about mental health in the black community. Yeah. We are dying, y'all. Depression is at the top. Because I am, and I'm going to be transparent. I love being transparent. Because I am a type 2 diabetic, clinical depression is number one when you have diabetes. Wow. You either play into it or don't play into it. Well, no, that's not really yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, and what I hate to hear people say, well, all you got to do is just pray about it. Come on. Now, I'm not saying Jesus was depressed, But he had to go off for 40 days and 40 nights by himself to pray and get himself together. Now, he had to go away for 40 days and 40 nights. What do you think we need to do?
Exactly.
We need to take care of ourselves. The mental health is so important. I'm too blessed to be stressed. No, that's a lie. I'm blessed, but I still get stressed.
And sometimes the blessings is what stresses you. I'm just saying.
Thank you. Oh, girl, you better quit now. I do a workshop. I used to do a workshop called Stressed Out, Messed Up. No, not me. I changed it. Stressed out, messed up. Yeah, that's me, but not for forever. Not forever.
Yeah.
And we do. We go through all of those things when it comes to mental health, and we don't want to talk about it. But in our community, we have, number one, we have the PTSD, the post-traumatic slave syndrome. We're still suffering from that period of enslavement. Like we were never slaves. We were enslaved. When they brought us here, they didn't bring no slaves here. They brought in human beings who they enslaved. So until we start looking at all of that stuff that's in that, I call it our DNA, that we've got to look at it head on. And then the third thing I'm just gonna go through it quickly. The third thing is our spiritual health. We need to restore our spiritual health, because come on, let's face it, it's hard to pray sometimes. Sometimes the only thing I can just say is just, oh God, help me. It is hard. Yeah, Lord, wait a minute. When I was little, I used to think, I thought it meant Lord Ham, H-A-M, mercy. And I remember asking my mama one time, Mama, what does ham have to do with Jesus? I said, Lord have mercy. So I still said, Lord have mercy. Not have mercy, have mercy.
Have mercy. Say, look, and sometimes it's what it feel like.
That's right. And that's all you can say. No. That's all you can say is, Lord have mercy. And I think until we look at, and as Christians, like you, I am a licensed ordained minister. And I remember when I was saying how angry I was at God. Of course, my dad was 80, Mama was 82, Daddy was 86, but Laurenita was 51 years old. And she suffered toward the end as a result of that cancer. So I was very, very angry with him, very angry with God. So when I said that to just talking to some people, girl, you would have thought I said I killed my mama, my daddy on national TV. You can't say that if you believe in God. I said, number one, God knows my heart, my mind. He knows what's in my head. Come on. And in the book, he talks about being angry and all like that. But if he didn't think we were going to be angry, he wouldn't have talked about it. It's okay. We're just not going to bask in that anger, but you have to face it head up. And I think it's healthy. We have to talk to him and say, Lord, why did you do this? And he may not never give us the reason as to why we did it, but at least it's something we can talk about. So that anger comes out of restoring my spiritual health. And to be honest, I'm still there. I'm not as angry as I was. It's coming up on 3 years. No, 4. Oh God, she died coming up on 3 years. I'm not as angry as I was, but it's a healthy thing to talk about it. Yep. And you know what? I have the type of relationship. I just talk to him and say, Lord, I just be fussing and acting crazy. He says, now, baby, I've let you talk. Now are you ready to listen?
And there you go. And isn't that what a father does? Isn't that what a parent is supposed to do? Okay, you can
right.
I created you with feelings and all of that, emotions and all of that.
Yes.
All of that out. Now that you're done, let me tell you something. How did you want to hear it? Here you go.
There you go. You want it? Here you go. Here you go. And if you don't want to hear it, then you may not be ready for it. I'm going through a real difficult situation right now. And I'm asking the Lord, why aren't you telling me? Why aren't you doing this? And a very dear friend of mine on the prayer line, she said, you know what? He's going to reveal what you need to know when you're ready for it. You're probably not even ready for it now. So you're trying to rush the process. Whenever he feels you're ready to hear the news, good or bad, that's when he's going to reveal it to you. I went, wow.
Yep.
And that's another part of it. That's another part of that restoration, that restore her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And isn't that what real faith really looks like, though? It's not. We don't know. We don't understand. We don't get it. We don't question. We don't flip out and turn whatever else we need to do. But at the end of the day, faith is about knowing that whatever it is, however it looks, God is the one that's in control, and it's in His hand.
It's all in His hand. And it's so hard. We wrestle it back, and I know I do. This problem I have is this challenge, and I'm probably going to, I'm just praying whether or not how much to share. Because I tend to be transparent. I ain't trying to be perfect. Number one, I know I ain't perfect. Because if I was perfect, I'd be living in a $1 million mansion, and we'd be having our Restore Her treat up there when it gets when the sun comes back out. But this is, it's difficult going through this. And it's difficult when you talk about restore her. I think the first it was, when TeacHER talked to me about the topics, it's like that was another one. I said, I really want that, but I said, no, this is perfect for right now. We've got to restore her health in all of these in these three areas: the mind, the physical, the spiritual. We've got to, and until we do it, my sister Bronwyn we always say that. There's a blessing on the other side of through. Through is not a destination. As we going through, ain't no destination. Yea, though I walk through the valley. It don't say, yea, though I walk and sit in the valley of the shadow of death.
And live there and build a house and all that.
Yeah, build a house, give me a new car. No. Through is not a destination. So if I'm going to restore her health, restore my health, I have to be able to go. And through is difficult. I don't tell everybody, and I'm sorry. Sometimes the people who can rankle my hide more than anybody else are those perfect Christians. Well, darling, you're not, if you say this, you're not a true Christian. You don't believe in this. And if you know that God, no, baby, I'm being real. I live in a real world. I don't live in a perfect world. The perfect world is heaven, and Jesus, I ain't ready to go yet.
I'm good for staying a little bit longer.
You need to live. I got a little bit. I think you got a little bit more for me to do, and I ain't ready to go now. So when we're going through all of this, if we're going to restore her health, we have to be honest. Be very, very honest about what we do and look in that mirror and go, yeah. So what I plan on doing is having some steps under each of those, And I tell people, I try to follow the steps. I pick them up and put them down every day. I'm not saying what I'm doing is perfect. I'm just saying this is something that you can probably use, and then you share it with somebody else. And then as you share it, you're going to add your 2 cents to it. They're going to add their 2 cents. By the time we add all those 2 cents up, we're going to have $1.
Yeah, and that's very true. That's very true. So what do you think about, we've been hearing these all these pundits put out all these numbers and percentages and things like that, and they're talking about the fact that, African Americans and other minorities are the ones that are disproportionately being affected by the whole COVID-19. When you hear that, it doesn't sound like it's anything any different than what we've heard about, other health issues. Yeah. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think, number one, we got to realize that fat does mean greasy, because people don't believe fat means greasy. We're out there doing everything else. Every time I pass by the turkey leg hut, I want to throw up. Literally, I just want to go out there and throw up on all of them. I don't mean just throw up on all of them. When you see the people at all of these restaurants and all, we do have these underlying conditions. And even if you don't, you got a mama, daddy, or whatever who has it. Who may have an underlying condition, and you're taking stuff. We need to take precautions, because if they want to get rid of us, that's why they want to open up everything. Let's open up. Let's let them die. Let's let them go out there and do everything and die. That's just another plan. That's just another plan to get rid of us. You go out there and do what you want to do. We just lost our oldest member of our Jack Yates class. And I want to pay homage to Miss Maxine Williams. She was 103, I believe. She died on yesterday, you know.
Wow.
In fact, and you know, George Floyd was from Yates. So this has been a really difficult time for the Jack Yates alumni, you know, to lose two people like that. Yeah. But Miss, I've been told, I'm not sure, but they said that she died as a result of COVID because I think her nephew just had COVID. But she was an awesome, awesome woman. But she was, you know, she was elderly. Last time I talked to her, and when I called her, I said, "Hi, Miss Maxine." She talked about a couple of minutes. I said, "This is Sonya." She, okay. Then she said, "Baby, now who are you?" I said, "Miss Maxine, I'm Gladys and Lorenzo's daughter." Girl, you know I know you. Those were some of my best friends, and we laughed. She said, Sonya, you know, I'm getting a little old. I'm gonna forget. I say, baby, at 103, you can forget whatever you want because you're going to forget more than I even know.
I'm telling you. And I'll tell you my name 5 zillion times if it's necessary.
And thank you. And as one of my friends, I got a lot of elderly friends, she said, babe, she's 88. She said, you know, my forgetterer works better than my rememberer.
Okay, hold on. Now, if you hear that in a sermon or something,
that's all right. Go it. That's a miss. She may not be 80. That's Miss Gilmore. But that when she said that, it's like she was a friend of my mother. But I consider all my friends' mothers my friends. My friends now. Yeah. But we just have to.
That because I told somebody just the other day, because that's what my mom used to tell us all the time. I've forgotten more than you know, and
that's
I just told somebody that. So, look, I'm not nowhere near 103, but the person I was talking to was enough younger than me that I could say that, and I told him I understand now what she meant by that. I recognize now what she meant by that. It's just amazing.
Yes.
Sister Mama Sonya, is always, we could probably talk till all
the
COVID will be over and we'll still be talking. But it's always awesome to talk to you. And I am looking forward to when this is over, us getting together in person and doing something together. Thank you so much. How can people connect with you if they want to hear some of your awesome stories and participate in some of the stuff that you're doing with the theater?
Well, right now, I was working on getting a YouTube channel, so look for it soon. As Sister Mama Sonya says, that's coming up soon. People can contact me at 832-277-1584. So you put your number out there. I said, don't y'all realize there ain't nothing, we ain't got nothing private no more? There's no such thing as privacy. Everything is out there. And I would love, just call me if you, we love to do poetry. And I do what's called a poetic praise. I'm called a poet laureate of funerals. When somebody dies, I will write a poem for your relative in a minute. Because I think I don't give flowers. Well, I put it like this. I don't give physical flowers. I give poetic flowers to people. And something
the physical flowers might die. Like you said, all of us don't have them.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I kill that cactus. And I kill that ivy. That ivy's still cussing me out.
Everybody listen, we have been talking to the prolific Sister Mama Sonya, and she is going to be one of our presenters for the Restore Her Movement Summit that's happening June 7th through 13th. It's going to happen 7 p.m. Every night, Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are going to be blessed by this summit. You're going to hear from some people that are going to help you, to transform your lives. That's what it's all about. Helping you to do the work and the inner work that's necessary for you to be able to live the life that God intended. Sister Mama Sonya, thank you.
And can I end just real quick with this little thing that I do all the time?
Absolutely.
Okay, this is what I do. I started this with children years ago, and I do it for women. It goes, I am beautiful. I am magnificent. I'm God's child, and God don't make no junk. I love myself. I will be the best I can be to preserve my own dignity. I will not let alcohol, cigarettes, or drugs enter this body or destroy this body. I will at all times respect myself and demand respect from others. And I am, without a shadow of a doubt, absolutely, positively, sure enough, too tough, because I will restore my health to where it's supposed to be. And I am all that and more. And to say I love you, Cheryl Lacey Donovan, I just think you're one of the most awesome things. I got 10 years on you and learn Nita, so you like my little sister like Nita. But I love you like the sunshine.
You know I love you too, Sister Mama Sonya. Thank you for joining us today.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.